Good morning and welcome to this introduction to our HR portal. I have Heather Mullinex with me here today to talk about the new features and product that we have available. We've been helping a lot of clients with employee handbooks, just onboarding and different aspects of support they need with HR. So we have invested in bringing on a portal that's you can go to our website and get onto it through our website, and there's just tremendous amount of ability that this portal has. So Heather, why don't you give us some introduction and tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we're really excited to have this new feature available to our clients. This is something that has come to fruition because over the last couple of years, we've had such a demand from our clients as their businesses are growing. And they don't have a dedicated HR person on staff. They're doing a lot of this on their own. So we've had numerous questions from interviewing, like, can you help me with interview questions? What you can or can't ask. They don't think of things like that. That's not top of mind when you're interviewing someone, especially for your first couple of times. We're working on it. There's options in there to build out how much it's going to cost to hire a new employee. There's just a wealth of information in there that a lot of times clients don't even realize that they need. And then they look at it and go, oh, that's pretty cool.
Another thing that we run into a lot is just helping organize and structure the flow and the process of say, job titles, job descriptions. Give us some input on that this program is going to be able to do for them.
Well, like you tell people a lot, people don't leave a job. They leave management, right? They leave because of management. Well, a lot of times those managers don't have those defined roles. So they don't really know exactly what is expected of them. The employee doesn't. So we help come in, make those job titles, build in those descriptions so people have that clear understanding of expectations.
And that is interesting because I have done a fair number of exit interviews for employees that are leaving companies. And it's whoever the owner is wants feedback to know why they're, what can they do to be better? What's the reason? Is it something they can change? And what's interesting is so often they don't even know the clear expectations. They feel like they're being overworked and underpaid.
Right.
And I go back to the business owner, and he's sitting there going, well, I would have paid him more if he'd have done his job. So it's just they didn't understand the clear expectations. They just in their mind assume this is what I'm supposed to be doing, so we're doing it. And so we really try to define those roles, and this is just a tool to be real clear about that so that people understand what is in their job description, what are the duties that they do each day. And it's just a good method to track. Another thing to segue, I guess, out of that is we get asked a lot, what should my employees be paid?
Right.
So talk about that feature a little bit.
There's actually a feature in there that you can go by state. You put in, there's the category, the family of employment, basically, and you pick out what best fits the job that you're looking for, right? So you go in there, you put the region, and it has all of this background information that has been reported from government, basically. So they know the median, the high, the low pay, whether it's per hour, whether it's salary, and then it puts it into nice little graphs for you. So it's pretty accurate, spot on, and gives you a really good idea so you can be competitive when you are bringing on good help.
So if you're looking for a general manager or production manager or warehouse manager, those
yeah,
even office staff, all of those positions are in there. So
right.
That's really helpful. I think it helps when people are looking to fill positions. Sometimes too, there's a budget that they're always they've got to deal with. And sometimes they can maybe shuffle some duties and figure out which position is most important to fill. And then also which position is going to fit their budget. And they can fill that one maybe before they move on to another one. So,
and another thing that you brought up that I wanted to touch on too is a lot of times employees say, well, I'm only getting X amount per hour. And they think that that's, not very good, maybe. There's another tool in there that builds in all of the benefits. It builds in how much PTO this person has off. It builds in if you are kicking in an amount for their health insurance, their retirement, any other benefits that they might be receiving. And it shows that employee a nice little breakdown. Well, okay, you might be making $17, $18 an hour, but with all of these benefits that we're providing you, this is really what you're costing us. So it kind of, oh, okay. Sometimes those employers are like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's not that bad.
Right. They get a little delusioned about what they're actually making because they're hearing their friends. And of course, benefits are huge today, especially with health insurance and some of those things. Another thing that it does is it does a lot of, like, if you want to do annual reviews and things like that, it's got a lot of features built in for that, for you to track that. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yep. There's different formats that you can use. Again, you start with the employee family group, basically, and then it'll give you little check boxes of certain questions or descriptions that you want to address with that employee. So you can customize it to each employee, whether it be job knowledge, skill, production, communication. There's so many different categories you can choose. And then you rated them on a scale of 1 to 4. And then as you rate the employee on each skill, it will start building a paragraph down at the bottom of the page that is like, okay, Mark is great at teamwork, but lacks in, communication maybe. So it just builds it out. And that whole portion is editable too. If you don't like how it's worded automatically, you can change all of that. You can take it out if you want to have that conversation with your employee on your own. Otherwise, it's such an easy tool because a lot of people aren't great at doing reviews. So it's right there for you. You can hand that paper over to your employee and you can say, all right, so we've already went through this. This is, how we rate your performance. And this might be some areas that we want to talk about.
Well, I would say most people don't even do reviews.
That's true. Well, I don't.
So we see that a lot where there's not even, there's no reviews even to base off their, where they can go back and look at what their performance has been in the past 12 months. So I find that really helpful sometimes because it's as an employee starts and works with a company, a lot of times as time passes, they either get comfortable or they maybe want to even know how they can improve and better themselves. And it's just a good time to kind of have that conversation. If you want to earn more money, here's some, maybe classes you can take, some things you can do, skills you can learn. So we are very excited about that. That's been a awesome program. You've used it at a prior position you had with another company for a number of years.
Right.
And compared to even where it was at 5 years ago to how we've got this built out and how it's working today is much different. It's
cleaned up. Yeah, it's cleaned up. It's easy to find. There's search features right on your home screen. It's going to tell you any new laws that have changed. A lot of things, the hot topic right now is COVID. So if anything is changing law related with mandates or anything, it's right there on your home screen. There's also all of the labor law posters, OSHA posters, FMLA, any required posters that you might need, you have access to them. And those can cost you a pretty penny if you're going through other sites to find.
This will be up on our website, and go out and look at it and then reach out to us. We're going to be happy to take you through just an introduction to the portal so you can actually see how it would function and work for your business. You can acquire access to this outside of any other coaching services. We're providing this opening it up to anybody. So, and we're available. We'll have staff available to support you as you work through it and set up handbooks, maybe even lay out, want to set up and just organize job titles and job descriptions, reach out to us. We have staff that'll help you do that as well. So we can help you through all those processes and get you familiar with it. Thanks for listening to this, and we look forward to hearing from you.